To do this simple little dog, we only are going to need a 260 and a little scrap, which you can use as a 160 or a 260 depending on your supplies. Now there's tons of different ways to make puppies, but if you're doing this body style, this is a nice way to keep them all similar while you're working. Okay, so I'm going to take this 260 and I start with a small bubble, which I pinch twist. Now sometimes when I'm making these, I'll forget and get my body part here too tight. So on this one, what I'm going to show you is I squeeze this down a little to make it soft, and I am going to leave a bigger space for the body, and I'm going to bring this up and fold it over right here. So at this point, we have balloons that are a little bit separate here. And now to help lock it in place, you can pull the pinch twist through, or better yet, take the long tail of the balloon and wrap it through. The thing to remember is, even though these are not actually toys, the kids are going to view them as toys and they're going to be playing with them a lot. So we want to try to find a way to make sure the balloon doesn't unravel any more than it would have to. Now right here, what I do is I squeeze the balloon out again, and I'm going to do 2 little bubbles, making sure I have them the way they would be, and then I'm going to do what I call a roll through. Now, if it comes undone while I'm doing the roll through, it's going to be soft enough to put them back in. So I take the balloon and I push it through the 2 loops. And then we're going to repeat this on the other side. We're going to do another bubble and another bubble matching it up and bring it right into the pinch twist. And then, oops, I got my little dog ears here. You can make a loop, and again, I like to leave it a little bit soft. This is going to end up being a mouth loop. Stretch it a little bit soft. And now when I go to do the ears, I'm going to place them in. And there's different reasons why I like to place the ears in first, while some people prefer to pull it through. But I feel like having the ears already made and then folding the loop down over it makes it less likely to pop due to friction of pulling it through the loop at the end. And sometimes this will happen, and you can actually correct that very easily while you're making it. I'm just going to go ahead, take off this excess part here. So we've got it like this. So I'm going to find a scissor, because when you're working on the job, little things like that happen, and there really are quick fixes. If you've been locking your balloon in tightly as you go, wrapping a few times and pulling it around, you could easily fix this just by taking another piece of balloon, a scrap or full balloon, and all you're going to have to do is inflate it a little. You can tie it first, but that isn't really necessary. You can wrap it right around the area where you had your leak or your pop. Some people would feel safer tying it to the other piece that came off, but I'm just going to keep this simple and go ahead, put the ear back in, squeeze the balloon down a little, but I've got a loop, and I'm going to take it right around that pinch twist, because you can always be joking with the kids, say that you're a balloon surgeon or doctor and you're going to fix it for them. But the big thing is, when you're working and something like that happens, you don't want to feel too silly or awkward about it. So it's always good to just keep continuing and go along with it. So I took the first loop and I'm pulling it back, again, tight into the face, or the pinch twist, I mean, tight back in. And then you just go ahead and you can do a little artwork. I usually can't do this complicated or cute a face, I had my son Dustin do that for me.